Well guys, it is round 4 with this deer. It's like 5:50 right now and sunrise is officially 7:19. So that means we have about an hour until shooting light, because we can hunt half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunset. And yeah, I'm parked here. It's nice and quiet. There's like no wind today. It's a really high percentage day. Huntcast says it's about 90%, which makes sense because there was a huge temperature drop and a wind speed drop since yesterday, over 10 degrees. So hopefully that should get the deer moving. I'm parked behind the bushes and stuff right now, and we're just waiting for Peter to arrive. And once he gets here, then we're going to make our way into the stand. Today we have a west wind, so we're going to be able to explore sort of a newer area that we've been. Peter kind of pre-scouted it yesterday or the day before, and I think he set up a cam there, but we haven't checked the cam in that new spot yet. But it looks good. It looks better than the spot that we were at last time. And last time, if you guys saw the previous episode, we saw some deer last time too. So anyways, we're gonna get set up down here, and I will be seeing you guys in a bit once we get set up at the blind. We're 45 minutes before sunrise, and before getting sat down in our makeshift ground blind, we checked the cams to see a few does passing through, just as we expected, and timed perfectly for a morning sit. There are times when before a hunt, you aren't sure what your chances are, but you just want to get out there and see what happens. Then, there are those times when you're 99% confident that you'll be bagging something early enough and be back for lunch with your kids. It could be because the conditions are just perfect, from the wind speed and direction, significant temperature drops, barometric pressure, or just plain old hunters over optimism. This is one of those times, and we find ourselves praying that something doesn't come along and screw it all up. As we sit the blind quietly during practice draws for when that doe comes out at 7:15 a.m., suddenly the yotes erupt. Yeah, okay, so I think we're gonna get up off this spot and walk around and do a little bit of spot and stalk sort of thing. With the yotes fouling off like they were this morning, I don't think they're gonna be around here at all. They probably hooked it, I-beamed it at one of the other trails on the other side, because there was 2 or 3 of them probably 400 or 500 yards away from us, just on the other side of the trees. So that would have scared anything off in this area. They would have took off through a different trail. So I think our best bet is to try and go and grab one of those others and just see what we can see walking around in the morning. We haven't had a chance to do that yet, so might as well take it when we've got it. Damn yotes, man. Goddamn yotes, man. You got low bush covering you right here, and we're expecting him to come out of that trail that way. We had the trail cam out set that way, and we've seen a bunch of does passing either out of that trail into here or across back and forth this way. And there's this little opening here, a trail that comes across that way as well. So there's spots where we can put a ground stand or ground blind or whatever, or just sit in the bush all around here, no matter the wind direction. And there are deer that pass through here. Just yeah, I think those damn coyotes, man. There was literally one like right there, howling like right in there. So chances that any deer are gonna pass through this way right now. Fairly slim, so we might as well get up and check some other trails and see if we can spot and stalk any. If we spot any from far away, what we'll do is we'll move around, playing the wind, and try to get downwind of them to a place where we think that they're going to probably pass through, and then see if we can cut them off that way. Man, it's kind of cold this morning. Seems like there's a little bit of frost on the ground there too. Got a little bit of frost going on now. It's a frosty morning, and with our high hopes for a successful morning sit all but gone, we take the chance to explore some new parts of this piece of land that we haven't been to before. At this point in time in the day, on top of the flat terrain of winding trails surrounded by thick bush, we do run the risk of bumping deer and unnecessarily putting pressure on them. But if we play the wind right and keep our footsteps as quiet as possible, there's also a chance that we might be able to turn a corner and sneak up on one. Wouldn't it be nice if we pop out over here and there's like 3 does just sitting there in the field at 20 meters, man? Whoa. Well, we could have always hoped. It's a little chewed up, but that's cool. Hey, this is actually my first shed. Yeah. Take this home, give it to my kid. Yeah. The nice thing about taking a walk through the woods is you never know what you're gonna find. As we start to make our way back around, we run into another site that, although it was a little bit eerie, turned out to be a pretty interesting little find. Looks like some cow bones over here. Just a pile of cow bones scattered all over here in this spot. It goes all the way over here too. Oh, damn. Look at that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
This is creepy.
Can't tell how this cow must have died, but however it died.
There's another skull right there.
Oh, that's the bottom part of the jaw.
Oh, that's the bottom part of the jaw?
Yeah, this is the jaw. Yeah. Put this baby back together.
Oh, that's the skull. Flip it over.
No, oh, wait a second. You're right, yeah. There's 2 skulls. Look at that. That's cool. After exploring the area a little bit more and getting a deeper understanding of where the deer are moving around here, we start to make our way back to the trucks. But once again, just like last time, I take one last look back across the field and see, of course, another doe feeding by the field edge. If you saw the last episode, it was in the exact same spot that the other 3 were last time. We managed to get within 100 yards this time, but crossing that last 100 yards meant having to either get upwind of the doe or right out in front of it in the open field. Nevertheless, we try to stalk up on it as close as possible. If I can just get within 50 yards of the doe, I'm comfortable to be able to take a shot. But at the end, it ends up catching our scent and we lose it. That doe was right here. She was feeding right here. Look. Pooped super fresh. That's just literally from right now.
Oh, warm still?
Oh yeah. That's literally from right now. So she was right here. We were making our way all the way there, about 250 yards or so from the truck. Again, on our way back to the truck. Damn.
We know they're here. We just got to pattern them now.
Well, there it is. Deer 4, us 0. Still 0. Like, they just seem to be all over the place right now, but there is some sort of pattern that we're starting to see, at least. So, well, we just gotta keep on trying, guys. I'll tell you one thing though. If it was rifle season, that doe would have been down.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
want to peg that thing back over there by the tractor on and just sat on the tractor.
It would have been doe down. 250-yard shot. That's an easy shot.
Especially in a 6.5 3
Oh yeah.
To a mile.
Well, I have it zeroed at a mile. 6.5 3 more, baby. Though we are yet again leaving empty-handed today, we take comfort in the fact that we're getting closer every time. We're seeing deer. We're getting a better understanding of their patterns here. We found a cow boneyard, and I managed to find my first shed, and at least I can take that back to my kid for her to enjoy. Stay tuned for the next episode. I'm heading out solo on a very exciting evening sit.